her! I almost got hurt. Let's not overheat. I like to maintain my maneuverability. No, I did it again. God damn it. I want to trap and collect guests, but I need to get some ligaments for Port Prosper, or for the company quest. Wait, why am I at Port Avon? Oh. Port's clock is running 8 hours fast. Thanks for a whole day's work that technically shouldn't have happened. Your horological office pocket watch affords you access to the port's primary clock, from which others in the area get their time. You unpack your tools to begin. Assorted screwdrivers, brushes, pliers, tweezers, small bottle of oil, a jeweler's loop. Sabotage the clock? That would be pretty funny. Correct the time and date. As you pass the small schoolhouse, a bored child slumps at an uncomfortable wooden desk. Just another 10 minutes until freedom. 5 minutes, but no. Suddenly, the hands on the port clock begin turning backwards. The afternoon and the morning peeling away hour by hour. The stern schoolmistress raps her cane against the table. Enough! Back to the start of today's lesson. Poor kid. Poor kid. He's been done dirty. Would having gods exist in your game be stupid as a cool concept? I don't know. That's a real broad net. Because you've got there's a lot of wiggle room from abstract entities down to more Greco, humans with immense amount of power, fallible, kind of stuff. It's kind of a thing only you can sort of decide on. And it's hard for me to say anything, because I certainly can't help but always think of the implications of anything. You go on space adventure and boom, you're staring at a Zeus. I'm not sure. It's a space setting. You certainly would have to figure, whether deities are bound to various worlds, so each world has god-esque sort of entities that live there or created it or are spawned from it. Are they bound to a planet, or are gods entities simply of a higher being than most people, and they just can fly through space and stop off at planets? What are their motivations, if any? Why do they do what they do? Attack of the engine's gone down in the fungal jungle of Hybris, being a remote and mysterious colony on the very edge of the Reach. The town crier pauses for breath and enters an alarming coughing fit, having inhaled a lungful of smog. An enterprising stovepipe clamps him sharply on the back. Thanks, he sputters. Are there any brave captains willing to rescue those poor souls from perfidy and mushrooms and such like? Step up to the call. I'll need to head that way anyway. All right, so port reports. And then Savage Secret, Otherworldly Artifact, Balance of Power. I thought I could get ministry stamps from the Indurate veterans, so that's annoying. That's the human gods, only stupid universes reason someone wished all gods into existence. When you make a wish, another word has its biosphere ripped apart. London's invention of the monitor-class locomotives has sparked alarm in the Reach. Let's see what the Tackety's appropriate response is. After 4 pubs and rather more than 4 drinks, you managed to learn the following. Firstly, the Tackety's have embarked on a project to develop a new locomotive of their own. It's only a matter of time until the first ones are completed. Secondly, that the work is taking place at the O'Brien factory in Lustrum. Thirdly, that the Tackety's are desperate for donations of expertise or bronzewood to expedite the construction. Ooh. Bronzewood or crude lustrum if you want to assist the Tackety's. Munitions if you want to sabotage them. I see. Also, I should just do this while I'm here. You sit at your desk. The blank page yawns before you like an abyss. Memories crawl from the depths. Their spiteful howl of the sky winds and the honey roar of well-kept engine. The darkness. The stars. We're writing a memoir of the revolution. All right, we have to get a publisher. The reputable publishing houses of New Winchester are crammed into Smoghorn Street, where the roaring presses give the impression of a nearby sea. Your first pitch begins swimmingly. Remarkable, murmurs the editor. Effortlessly lyrical, mythological in ambition. When you ask after a deal, however, he shakes his head. No. Won't make a penny. You work your way down the street, your increasingly bedraggled manuscript clutched close to your chest. Finally, you catch an editrix just as she leaves for the day. I want to publish this, she says, flipping through the pages, but I know someone who might. She jots an address on the back of your manuscript. Ooh. Let's negotiate this contract. It's a crooked house in an unsavory part of town. As you open the door, you are buffeted by cigarette fumes. A man appears amidst the smoke, his hands slithering into yours. A snake person. You're the one who's been terrorizing Smoghorn Street, The omnivorous publisher, his grin encompassing his face. Let me see. He snatches the manuscript. Excellent, he says, breathing twin plumes of appropriate smoke as he reads. I'd like to offer you a deal. The publisher sits at his desk, and you almost lose sight of him behind the swamp of paperwork, books thick with bookmarks and overflowing ashtrays. After long hours of negotiation, during which you inhaled enough secondhand cigarette smoke to poison a cat, you work out a suitable advance. The omnivorous publisher agrees to publish your work serially, canto by canto. He hauls a tarpaulin aside with a flourish to reveal a slumbering behemoth of a printing press. Tomorrow, the song will be the talk of the town, he assures you. His prophecy doesn't come true. The first canto is a brief sensation, the subject of a few days' dinner party conversation among literary circles, but it soon sinks into obscurity as the next curiosity comes along. Perhaps the publisher might help you make a success of the second. We made a magic system that is actually literally an inorganic bioweapon, only exists to create a Siegfried line in space. Ooh. We need to speak to our publisher. All right, our first book flopped. By George, our second one, however, will have a massive hook. Something to entice the reader to keep going. The publisher's office, which you suspect is also his house, is even more dilapidated than when you first visited. The doorknob comes off in your hand. You want to make the second canto an extraordinary success? Write about something extraordinary, says the publisher, jabbing his cigarette into his desk for emphasis. Something that no one will be able to ignore. We need to complete a momentous exploit that will inspire awe. For a successful member of parliament, we've explored the boatman, revolutionary of Brabazon, the scourge of monsters. We've killed three. I think we need to kill. I think it's just killed a bunch of monsters. Hero of the Tacites. All right, we have to be beloved by Tacites. Savior of the sun. We need to save the sun. Interesting. The Knight of Clocks. The Saint of Wells. Oh, my last captain discovered the fate of the Parsifal. Stole a jewel from Albion's crown. Ooh. An enemy of the gods. That would be pretty funny. Need to write your book? I mean, writing is, you know, every journey is a culmination of many steps. And any little bit you can do is still progress, no matter how great or small it is. And you can only get to your destination by walking it, or writing it in the case of a story. Let's go with Revolutionary of Brabazon, because we're a revolutionary. You were behind that affair? The publisher grins. You never cease to amaze me. The chattering classes from London to New Winchester have been speculating about the cause of the upheaval for months. This will give us some truly succulent publicity. To write the second song of the canto. You sit at your desk. You stand. You pace. You sit again. You stare from the window. Where to begin? You remember the look in the publisher's vaguely reptilian eyes when you first told him his story? A mix of disbelief, awe, and half-concealed greed. He'd been a kinder audience than a blank page. You begin to type, remembering how you worded your story in that first telling. Soon, the typewriter is clacking and ringing merrily. The story stirs in your mind like some disturbed undersea monster, unspooling its tendrils before rushing Leviathan-like to the surface. A pause in your fevered typing. Before you write any further, you must make a decision. There are many ways to tell a tale. Are you writing a dry journalism piece with dark humor, or a page-turner with bounding, scintillating prose, or a yearning verse tinged with melancholy? Disaffected cynicism? Words that bite? Or verse with thundering rhythm of... So, journalism, prose, poetry. I feel like we're a very passionate revolutionary, so we're gonna go with prose. Your aim is simple: to devour the reader whole, and to only regurgitate them when you are sure you are done with them. Sure got jelly, and now you have multiple full-length game movies. Yeah, that's how time be sometimes. So many things get made, and we only have 24 hours to spend on them. Words spit like lightning from your fingertips. The typewriter shudders and clanks in protest under the strain. You write in a kind of fury, your mind's eye raging with images of gloating stars and endless burning emptiness. And then you sit back, exhausted, as you realize you've run out of words. The second canto is complete. You take the second canto to the omnivorous publisher. He flashes a goblin-like grin. We're going to set this city on fire, he declares with convincing menace. Let's publish it. The next day, copies of the first and second cantos are being ruthlessly hawked by bookstalls and enterprising penny vendors across the city. The extraordinary tale of the local sky captain who led the revolution at Brabazon, declares one salesman, waving copies of your pamphlet in the air like holy text. Ruin and rebellion, shouts another with relish. Shattered chains, tyrants overthrown. The second canto is quickly the subject of fevered gossip and speculation. Could it all be true? The newspapers deign to review it and throw around words like astonishing to describe both your exploits and your prose. I mean, we have plenty of savage secrets and visions of the sky, so I mean, we might as well go ahead and write the third one. No contemplation, no procrastination, no hours of prolonged hesitation. Not this time. Your story catches you like a fever and your fingers whirl so fast you threaten to tangle your typewriter's keys. A pause in your fevered typing. Before you write any further, you must make a decision. You depicting your actions as purely heroic, or are you going to be honest? Do not flinch from bearing your own flaws and foibles with occasional felonies. It's not just honesty that compels you to tell the truth. This will make for a far better story. A captain of many shades, a mirror reflecting both light and dark. Hopefully it won't cause too many legal problems. You stare at the half-empty page in panic. For a moment, you fear you've lost your terrible momentum, but then the story catches you in its arms again, and you are a golem, a conduit, a ghost, desperate to relay its final message. You write until your fingers are blistered, until the ending catches you by surprise. You recline, sweat-drenched. The third canto is complete. You take the third canto to the omnivorous publisher. He scans it with an empty grin before handing it to one of his assistants. How long has he had assistants? Another masterpiece, he says. You never cease to amaze me. The omnivorous publisher's assistants flint around the printing press like tiny fish around the jaws of a shark. He sits back and pours himself a whiskey. Publish. The excited speculation around the second canto had only just begun to die down, and now vendors selling the third canto find themselves mobbed by small, eager crowds whose zeal has been reawakened. Over the next few days, you spot citizens of all stripes reading your pamphlet. From a vagrant under a bridge to a monocled aristocrat. A journalist interviews you, and any suspicion of his hostility evaporates when you start stammering his admiration of your work. All the newspapers heap praise. For weeks, you are the toast of New Winchester's coffee shops and bookstores, and other bastions of culture. The song of the sky looms in your mind, an unfinished monument. The publisher leans back amid a halo of smoke. Imagine, I'm the average man on the street, by which I mean a Philistine of the lowest order. What have you done lately to capture my attention? Oh, it's another round of these. I don't want to do a successful member of Parliament. I don't want to do Scourge of Monsters. I kind of want to do Hero of the Tacites or Fate of the Parsifal. So I'm going to put a pin on progressing this. I can go find the Parsifal. We have that on our map. And I kind of need to go up there anyway. We have Faith's Fall here. And Parsifal, I think, is here, maybe? No. Here's the wreck of the Parsifal. I can just go to the wreck of the Parsifal. And then we can go up to... Or is it Regent's Tears? Hold on. Where do I need to go? Where's my quests? Where's the Sonic Tritopterus Hoarder? Faith's Fall. Ah, so it is Faith's Fall. And they sell bronzewood there. Alright, so I could just buy my bronzewood there. And bring it. Okay, so bank. Store. Cool. Fuel, supplies. Verdant Seas to Avon. We're going that direction. Eat, hold. Nope, don't care. Yeah, none of these upgrades matter to me. So, yeah. Sneeze lurker. Question is mine. What does it mean by mine? So this does 10 damage. 15, 25. I think my current, the Gribblekin's still my best for now. I mean, I could switch my other weapon to a shotgun. Actually, now that I think about it, I should have bought the good shotgun at the other place. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get a shotgun for our other weapon. Let's swap that. Then we'll put this in the bank. We need 3 verdant seeds. So let me take those 3 out. For our bat, we need how many to bring? 6 pieces of bronze wood. All right, so I'll need to buy some over there anyway. What's our fatalistic signalman want to do? Oh, right. We're at the very beginning for him again because I forgot to continue. We just need to get 6 port reports. Easy. Oh. I forgot. I need to repair my ship and hire crew. We have an open spot. Repair your locomotive. Fully repair your hull. Hire a crew. Hire a few crew. Deal with our unwanted guests. All right. Large-scale factories creating artificial intelligence to industrialize planets. Kind of makes me think of ring worlds or Matryoshka brains or Dyson spheres. Ah, rain. This is my EP time sounds. Wonderful, beautiful. Fuck! I needed to visit place in New Winchester for the reckless driver. That was the whole point. I went to New Winchester was to visit. Blood and ashes. That was a terrible quest. Didn't really get much of a benefit. Oh well. Tesla V, not all of them can be winners. Not all bargains can be worth it. Ooh, supplies for bronzewood? Yes, please. Oh, what the fuck are you? I colonized Cantankerry. Got it. Great. Lovely. Ah. Hey, Magos. I will hydrate as soon as I deal with whatever this is. It's, certainly a thing. I hope you're having a good evening. I don't think the gnomes can fix this thing. Seems to have exploded. What's the... Oh, that's not a shotgun, it's a machine gun. I see. Let's dig for precious stones. We did not find precious stones. We just found horrors. All right, so let me hydrate. And stretch. Aw, we're at Cuddles Comb. How adorable. Randy turned into the think tank from New Vegas. Can't say I'm familiar. Never really played it. Well, they just got shredded. Loot the hold. Ooh, we get some money. Barely any money. All right. What is the DPS of this? So 25 heat. So 8, 16, 24. So 3 hits will be 15 damage. All right. You know, it has slightly less range, but it's slightly more heat efficient. So if I'm not trying to snipe someone, it's certainly worth unloading the machine gun. Damn. All those cantos gave us a hell of a lot of experience. We're already like most of the way to our next level. Used as a modified Mr. Handy. Can't believe you've done this to me, Sugar Benoy. Can't believe you. Mean to me. Distressingly odored barrel. Oh no. Well, it had fuel, so it couldn't have been too bad. Get rectoroni, pepperoni. Explore the captain's cabin. Ooh, we got some salon stewed gossip. I mean, I think I could turn a lot of those stories into XP and money at Titania. Probably should. I don't think I need like 20 plus salon stewed gossip and visions of the sky. I think I can just burn them down to like 10 each. Just so I have some nice monies and XPs. Because they're not really doing me any good sitting there in my inventory, you know? Nice. Sky story or a tale of terror? Let's repair our hull. I don't need a sky story or a tale of terror. All right, let's find what happened to the Parsifal. We've already gone through all of the events and saved the captain, so we'll just investigate the armory. Yep. Captain, armory, breach the fungus. Explore the crew cabins. Reverse the sporing carriage. Lose a crew member. Enter the engine room. Investigate the engine room. Wait. We took Percy Blythe in our last run. Interesting. Console him. What does he want to do now? And the Parsifal fly. No. Decide his fate. Take him to Hybris. Turn him to Mother. Burn it all down. Bring him to London. Take him to Trader's Wood. Let's take him to... We took him to Trader's Wood last time. Let's take him... Let's return him to Mother and see if something different happens. You guys like cutting trees? Got a lower dash. Ooh, that is not fun. Fuck it. We'll take the nightmare hit. Shake the corpse off. Done. You are not alone. Why does... I don't like that. I also don't like that. Yeah, we got him, boys. Another fungus down. Damn, no precious stones. I should stop trying to turn it into precious stones. It never seems to work. Why is there the peacock wind? And why is it against me? This is bullshit. Oh, right, the peacock wind grows supplies. All right, this is actually kind of good. I mean, it's fucking up our terror, so that's not good. Can wait for splinters tomorrow. Oof. Get the tweezers at the ready. All right, things may have gotten bad from the spooky peacock wind, but there are some natural wonders we're going to pass. The air is clean here, with the crystal scent of fresh water. You're near the Regent's Tears. And apparently there are bees over here. Follow the guide to the top of the tiers. The woman leaps from ledge to foothold. She is sure-footed, apparently oblivious to the thundering roar of the waterfalls. It is treacherous work to keep up with her. When you finally reach the top, you help each other over the edge. Only now can you see that she is crying. She has wept endlessly for years. The tears run down grooves in her cheeks that have been worn there by the constant weeping. She gestures towards the water. Welcome. May the Regent's Lakes nourish you. The view from the top of the tiers is dizzying. The forest is so large and you are so high that all perspective is lost. Only your locomotive, small as a matchbox, breaks the illusion of a mossy meadow inches from your feet. You step back from the drop and turn to the lake. It's huge. Cannot make out any details of its far shore. Steam rises sluggishly from the surface. The water is warm. Hey, 40% chance is 100%. Sometimes. The water is hot as a freshly drawn bath. The constant drum of the rushing waters drowns out even your thoughts. You should be relaxed. You should be considering the magnificence of the reach. Emerald green, cathedraled with branches soaring like buttresses. But how can you? You are alone. The reach's glory has fallen into darkness and shall not rise again. What can be left? With effort, you climb from the waters to lie on the bank, sobbing. Not what I meant to do. I'm gonna loot. Thank you. I'll leave it. It's almost time for you to go to sleep or watch the first childhood of knowledge. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your evening and a rejuvenating eat. Thanks for stopping on by. All right, we pick up bronzewood. We stop for the bat person's stuff. And I think we will... That'll be the last we do for tonight, because I have accidentally, once again, gone way longer than I meant to. Damn it, Dreki. I get so caught up in all the story and shit, and the time just melts away. Fuck you! Script spin D's! I'm gonna take your pen for the company. Alright, we rest for a bit. Ministry approved literature, sure. Why not? Let me buy some supplies. Need a port report. Do not want to do an expedition. Nope, nope. Parting Glade. Ooh. We need a Mandrake. Alright, so we'll just do that real quick. Cool beans. So all that leave is the ice from Old Tom's Well. Ooh. Write a port report.